Have you ever paused to consider the grim and agonizing era of slavery in the United States? It was a time when individuals were reduced to mere possessions, their dignity torn away by the grip of racism and white supremacy. Slavery transcended mere economic exploitation. It was a monstrous social and cultural affliction that inflicted physical, emotional, and psychological torment upon the enslaved on a daily basis. As we journey into this dark past, let's explore the horrifying details of these practices during the era of American slavery. Did you know that enslaved women were often treated as breeding vessels? These women endured invasive fertility examinations, a dehumanizing intrusion into their most intimate aspects of life. These examinations served a chilling purpose, to ensure that these women could produce as many children as possible, thereby expanding the slave owner's labor force. The violation went even further, as some slave owners impregnated these women, only to enslave their own biological children once they reached a certain age. Imagine, for a moment, the depth of this horror. The children, meant to be a source of love and joy, reduced to mere property, their existence valued solely for economic gain. The brutal reality of American slavery extended beyond dehumanizing women. Enslaved men faced their own horrors. The sexual subordination of enslaved individuals was a systemic and brutal practice that inflicted profound physical and emotional scars. Enslaved men and women alike were often forced into sexual relationships with their masters, leaving lasting wounds on their psyche. Slavery stripped individuals of their humanity, reducing them to mere commodities existing solely for the pleasure and convenience of their owners. But the brutality didn't end there. Young enslaved males, often under the age of 15, faced the horrifying ritual of castration if deemed unsuitable for field labor. This act was not medical but a barbaric method of control and subjugation, robbing these boys of their physical autonomy and sense of manhood, leaving them scarred for life, both physically and emotionally. Forced breeding was another ghastly aspect of slavery, a calculated strategy by slave owners to increase their wealth and power. Enslaved men were expected to impregnate a specific number of females each year, under threat of severe consequences for failing to meet quotas. Enslaved women, barely past childhood, were expected to bear children, their reproductive rights stripped away as their bodies became mere tools for the production of more slaves. The well-being of the enslaved was disregarded, pregnancies were forced, and childbirth was perilous, with no consideration given to the health or safety of mothers or newborns. These chilling realities underscore the dehumanization inherent in the system of slavery. Individuals were reduced to their reproductive capacities, treated as commodities rather than human beings. The history of slavery in the United States is a dark and harrowing chapter, a testament to the dehumanizing nature of this institution, a stark reminder of the depths to which humanity can sink when greed and power overshadow empathy and compassion.